I'm realizing I'm a very dopaminergic guy and I like to tackle things in a way that I develop a tunnel vision and I'm physically doing something, get immediate feedback, and I get some sort of a dopamine kick that way. So this leads to this tunnel vision and I can push through it and work for a really long time. That's how I've been doing all of the things in my life so far. The problem with that I feel now as I'm tackling the Learn All Chopinitudes journey that I might have been lying to myself and it is not as effective as I thought. Because the problem which I had with Chopinitudes is the mechanical challenges, the amount of repetitions and movements you have to do with all sorts of body parts like wrist and fingers and contractions, whatever. With my tunnel vision kind of state, it's very dangerous, I noticed, and I already developed wrist tendon problems really early on. I have to be honest to myself, the way I've been tackling things in my life in this dopaminergic state is probably not right. I feel like I tend to get distracted by the dopamine kick and not dismiss any kind of structure, any kind of long-term goals I'm setting. It feels fast when you zoom in, but when you zoom out, it is slower, as I'm realizing probably. That's the reason why I decided to cut the caffeine consumption completely, practice with clarity from now on. Furthermore, I think the mental sight reading, which I introduced just recently, it forces me to directly identify what is the harmonic structure of the bar I'm currently sight reading, what are repetitions which I can see. And when I'm actually then playing on the keyboard after mentally sight reading that bar, I feel kind of familiar with it already. And I feel like I skipped a certain part of physical practicing I used to do earlier. It's really crazy. And that feels much slower. And I'm struggling actually to keep continuing practicing like this. I feel like I have to go through a personal transformation in order to be sustainable with this kind of thinking now. But now, having reached a plateau where I'm to really be careful with the tendons and me being ambitious of, learning also Chopinitudes as fast as possible, I think there's no way other than doing things like this.